Hey kids, it's Mr. Flyer here, hope you're well. And welcome back to the channel for another video. And this is one of those rare occasions where actually this isn't going to be a video about motorcycling. This is going to be another flying video. So if you're not here for flying content, skip this video, come back on the next one and normal service will be resumed then. But today I'm off to the airfield to do a spot of flying. If you're interested in that, stick around and stay tuned. Alrighty, so you join me en route to the airfield that I fly from, which is White Waltham. Echo Golf Lima Mike, to give it its proper reference number, its international identifier. It's about half an hour's ride away. I'm on the Speed Twin, as you've probably gathered. An excellent bike to ride to the airfield on. And today's mission is a simple currency flight. Basically, although I'm current and legal to fly in terms of, you know, having a license that's valid, I haven't done 3 takeoffs and landings in the last 90 days, which is what you have to have if you want to take passengers flying. And tomorrow I'm hoping to take Mrs. Flyer to the Isle of Wight because the weather forecast is beautiful tomorrow, so we might do a little lunch down there. So I just need to do 3 circuits and landings basically to make sure I'm current for passengers. So that's the mission for today. Nothing super exciting, but I haven't flown for a while obviously. It's the 90-day thing, so I'm quite looking forward to getting aloft, seeing if I can remember how to fly the plane. So stick around and stay tuned. I'll next see you at the airfield. Okay folks, wind on half an hour and welcome to West London Aero Club, where I'm glad to say the weather is improved on when I left home. It wasn't bad then, but it definitely brightened up a bit, so a lovely evening to do my takeoffs and landings. Alright, let me park the bike up and let's go and find ourselves an aeroplane. What a beauty. Right, let's find the aeroplane. Right, flaps are down. Next we do the electrics. So I turn on the landing lights, the strobes and the pitot heat and check that they're all working. Here's the strobe. That's a light that legally you have to have operating. The nav lights are just here. Green for the starboard side. Landing light there. All working fine, and then red one on the port side, all working. And then we check the pitot head, which is how you read the airspeed on this to make sure the heater's working. See, there's some little holes just here. It is hot, and I'm just checking those holes haven't got any blockages, which they haven't. Okay, check the stall warner here. Just listening for a noise inside the cockpit, which I heard. You won't have heard it on the microphone, but all is well on the electrics. Now I can do the physical checks. Right, first up, I'm just checking the flaps to make sure that each flap attachment has got a bolt in the right spot, which it has. Make sure the ailerons move free. Make sure the yoke in there is moving in the right direction, which it is. Then come around this side. I do a fuel check now. There's a fuel drain under the wing here somewhere. Where is it? Down here. And I'll just take a sample of fuel to make sure there's no contamination in it. Okay, have a look at that. There's no water in it or no bits and pieces floating around. Smells like fuel, it's definitely not water. All good, same on the other side. All good there too. Right, next up we check the fuel situation in each wing. And that is above what we call tab, so plenty of fuel in that one for my purposes. While I'm here, I'll have a look at the wheel. Creep mark on here, see there's a red mark on here, one on the wheel, one on the tyre. They have to be aligned, otherwise the tyre is slipping around the wheel, and you obviously don't want that. That's looking all right. Then I'm looking at the linkages here and at the brake disc to see if there's any terrible oil seepage. This sort of oil mark is quite normal for this aeroplane. Make sure that fuel drains out. As we walk around, quick look at the prop. Make sure there's no cracks or anything there. Everything's secure, all looks normal. And then I'll just do the same check on the wheel this side. That creep mark again, all aligned. Little look at the brake disc. We can see there's some fuel dripping out here. Just want to make sure that, there we go, is properly released. Otherwise it'll be dripping all flight. Disc looks okay, no big oil runs or anything down the oleos that looks untoward. Quick check in the engine bay, make sure there's no big amounts of oil spattered around anywhere. Can't see anything. I always check this little pipe since my flight with Ricky Vida. That's the oil priming pipe, that's attached fine. Check the oil. Let's have a look. And we've got about 7 litres in there, so that's absolutely fine. Just do that up finger tight. Close look round. Can't see anything in there to be alarmed about. Right, we then look in the other cowling. Same again really, just looking for anything that looks unusual. Again, I check the little primer light, plug, leads, all look good. And this one, we've got the, this is the brake fluid, believe it or not. I'll just check to make sure there's some in there. Yep, I can see it in there. Another fuel drain just at the front here to make sure we've got good fuel in the engine. Same check, a little look to make sure there's no contaminants in there. Give it a sniff. Yep, smells of fuel, all good. Quick look at the front wheel, creep mark there's looking good, no brakes on the front. And then a general look at the airplane. Make sure that the aerials are all where they should be, and it all looks good to me. Just make sure the lights are firm again, just check this aileron. All working fine. Looking underneath to make sure we've got a little piece of bar in each of these. Make sure this moves, which it does. And again, check the flap to make sure all the nuts and bolts are where they should be. All looks good to me. Okay, coming to the back end of the airplane now. This is what's called a stabilator. Just make sure this moves and the trim tab moves in the right direction. This is the trim tab. Up when I go up, down when I go down. That looks good. And then I have a little look at the end here to make sure I can't see anything bent within the tail assembly itself. All feels normal. This one doesn't move while it's on the ground because it's connected to the steerable nose wheel. Just check it's not super loose or anything. All right, that all looks good to me. Just remembered I didn't check the fuel on the other wing, so let's just do that. And that is a little below tab. Still plenty of fuel in there for my purposes because I remember that the right tank is got the more fuel in it. And then last but not least, we have to undo these tie downs so we don't pull away and drag the rest of the airfield with us. Now we can get in the plane and do the internal checks. A lot of faff involved with flying, isn't there? Clear prop. Right, let's bring you on. Okay, we've just started the engine, just going to set 1200 RPM, make sure everything's stable. We've got some oil pressure and temperatures will come up in a minute, but fuel and oil pressure is good. Back to the checklist. Alternator output is normal. Vacuum is 5. Magnetos, quick check of each magneto for a little RPM drop and any rough running. That's all good. Oil pressures and temperatures are looking good. Fuel pump can come off. Fuel pressure remains good. Avionics can come on, that's the radio basically, and we'll get a GPS on as well, and the transponder can come on. Okay, we're set on White Walton's frequency. They're the only people we're going to talk to tonight because we're going to stay local. We'll bring this back up, GPS on just in case of any problems. Okay, and the transponder is on. In fact, we can leave it on at this point. Right, DI is 255. That's correct. Altimeter should be set. Well, I'll go with QFE 1022. 1022 set. Apologies, touch and go. just looking for airfield information radio check.
Good afternoon, Delta Bravo, you're 507 left to right-hand circuit, coming QNH 1026.
1026 QNH and 07 left with the right-hand circuit, Golf Delta Bravo. Alright, radio's good, we're good to go. Brakes off. Here we go. Alrighty. Okay, quite a long taxi over to 07. But I've got to do my power checks and stuff, so again, I'll spare you all that. I'll speak to you again when we're just about to take off. Right, you find me at the 07 hold. I've completed the power checks. Everything looks good as far as I'm concerned. Golf Delta Bravo's lining up 07 left.
Golf Delta Mike 5 or 07?
Right, quick departures. We've got one wanting to land.
Bravo Oscar, lay downwind 07.
Golf Delta Bravo's right. Airspeed is active, 40 knots. 50. 55.
Good afternoon,
Here we go.
Golf Bravo, Pontiac 3, November, rejoining Atlas,
For the trim.
Exxon November, Wolf Radio, welcome back, 07 left, right-hand circuit, QSE 1021.
07 left for the right-hand circuit, QFE 1021, Golf X-ray November.
Just one stage of flap, 400 feet. Gentle turn.
Delta Radio, good
Oh,
afternoon.
nice. It's good to be back up in the air.
Oscar Foxtrot approaching Sierra for airfield information.
There's all the flaps now.
Helicopter Oscar Foxtrot, Wolf Radio, welcome back to the field, 07 with a right-hand circuit to the fixed wing, and the QSE is 1021.
071021, thanks very much. Helicopter Oscar Foxtrot.
And helicopter Oscar Foxtrot, please be advised of drone activity on the thresholds of runway 29 and 03.
We're hoping to come in via 29, so we'll keep a good lookout. Helicopter Oscar Foxtrot.
Right, I want to be at 800 feet, so I'll bring the power back and I want to be within the M4 there, just to keep clear of Heathrow's air traffic zone.
07 left, right-hand circuit,
100 feet, that's nice. And I'm just coming parallel with the runway now.
Right-hand circuit, QNH 1026, many thanks, Golf Echo Uniform.
Golf Delta Bravo's downwind 07, touch and go. Right, let's get your first landing in. So brakes are off, undercarriage fixed, mixture is rich, flaps are up, fuel pump can stay on, indicators diesel breezer in the green carpet can come on. Hatches and harness is secure, I'm parallel to the runway, one just about to touch down. Right, let's bring the power right back.
You got the same bounce as me coming there.
Back to 1500, we're in the descent.
Golf Yankee final.
Around.
7 left, soft landing.
X-ray, we're lining up after the landing.
See the one on final? Again, one stage flap, we're in the white arc. Little bit of trim. Okay, we're at 700 feet, we could do it coming down a little bit. Be one on the runway right to take off, one's on final approach. Coming down, all looking good.
Golf Delta Mike, downwind, touch and go, visual at 1 on base.
Two stages flap, the aircraft behind me can see me, I just heard that on the radio. 75 knots on the nose. One just about to touch down, nothing coming in. I can make my final turn very shortly, 500 feet. It's all looking good actually at this point. Oh, we can come off now.
X-ray, we're lining up for 07 left.
Golf Delta Bravo, turning final, 07 left.
Golf X-ray, November, approaching overhead.
Okay, the one that's lining up looks like it's going a bit slow, so we might have to do a go around here if it's not quick. There's 7 left. Getting all the flaps now. bring the power right back. And the cub is just about to take off, so the runway will be clear by the time I touch down. Right, the cub is up, really looking good. Yep, just about to touch down. Nice, full power. Flaps away. Just have to watch out for that cub ahead because we're faster than him. Up we go. I'll just come slightly over this way to avoid him.
Awesome radio, Golf Bravo Zulu Delta Alpha. Airfield information, radio check please.
Golf Bravo Zulu Delta Alpha, Wolf Radio. Good afternoon, you're 507 left, right-hand circuit, London QNH 1026.
102607 left, right-hand circuit, Golf Delta Alpha.
Right, nice that first landing. I'm just going to extend my climb out a little tiny bit just to give us a bit of spacing from that cub.
My final runway 07 left, touch and go.
Gentle turn, and going to keep a really good eye on him because he's going to be slower than us going downwind, so we're going to have to fly a very slow downwind leg if he's going to do another touch and go. Right, there's our 800 we can bring. Now back, the trim. There's the cub, there's the M4. Bring the power right the way back, actually. We'll fly this as slow as we can.
Oscar Foxtrot, we're inside the 80Z on the motorway. Echo Romeo downwind 07 left for now.
Right, Echo Romeo is the cub, I believe, so we'll keep listening out and looking out for him. Golf Delta Bravo is downwind 07, contact Echo Romeo ahead. Okay, I'm just strolling along here at 85 knots to try and give some spacing with the cub ahead, which you probably can't see on the 360 because he's a little dot to my eye, but I'm not actually that far away. Got another one that's just taken off, he might be in the circuit too. Right, the cub's just starting to turn base leg, so that's alright. I'll just do a really draggy downwind. Right, the cub's on his base leg now. What a beautiful day for it, absolutely stunning up here. Bracknell over there, London behind me. Beautiful. Right, there's the cub.
Golf X-ray November downwind runway 07, touch and go.
Right, let's try and fly this slowly as I can. Golf Delta Bravo, turning base, contact the cub ahead. One stage of flat. Right, the cub is now on final. Gosh, this is a slow circuit. Nothing else coming in, all looking good. Beautiful visibility today, absolutely stunning. What a privilege to be in the air. RP can go on. Fuel pump is on. Hub's on final. We're on 75 knots exactly.
Something to Mike downwind for land.
Golf Delta Bravo, turning final, 07 left, contact the cub ahead. Good test of this engine working at idle. Right, 75 knots, the cub's about to touch down, let's bring it all the flaps.
We're turning final for the 29 numbers. We're not visual with any drone traffic.
All looking good, exactly 75, cub's just touching down.
Heli from Golf Delta Mike, the drone's on 03.
Golf Delta Bravo, short final, 07 left, contact one on. And he's still on the runway, and I think I'm going to have to go around. Golf Delta Bravo is going around.
Golf X-ray November final 07.
How annoying that cost me a landing. I'll be off. Tub didn't quite Well, it's a good test of flying slowly anyway. If nothing else, just not quite slow enough to avoid the cub impeding our progress there. Right, back round we go. There's the M4. There's the airfield behind me. An aircraft going into Heathrow. 600 feet, gentle turns. The crosswind. Turn again round to downwind. We're coming up to 800 feet, so the power can come back. Power's back. Right, parallel with 07. The one aircraft on the runway. A bit more room this time. A little bit high, power back again. The car beat on. Fuel pump is still on, that's fine. 800 feet, looking good. 100 knots, all good. Parallel. Golf Delta Bravo, downwind 07, touch and go.
Golf Delta Mike final, runway 07 left to land. November X-ray November, clear runway 07. Waltham Golf X-ray November.
X-ray November, Waltham, go ahead.
Schedule caps to see solo rejoins student, becoming student X-ray November.
X-ray November, roger.
Right, we are in the white arc, so we're good to deploy some flap. Let's give it one stage to slow us down again a little bit. Little bit of trim. Right, I can see one aircraft on final. There's the church that we turn behind. We're at 6,500 feet, which is about right at this stage of the game. Lovely view of the church. I'll fly over that because they get ratty.
Golf Delta Alpha lining up.
Golf Delta Bravo, base leg 07. Golf Delta Bravo, turning final 07, touch and go.
Golf Delta Alpha, taking off. That's Mike, runway PA28.
Go on Delta Alpha, gonna move on. I don't want to have to do it now they go around. I want to get my second landing in if I can. There he goes, he's rolling. We're on 75 exactly. We can give it all the flaps now. Our approach is looking nice and stable. 300 feet. The height looking good, 75 knots on the nose. Bring the power back a bit more. We have got all the flaps in, it's all looking good. Right, that aircraft has taken off, so the runway's ours. 75 on the nose, all looking good. Power right back.
Contact here, I'm phoning up 07 left, right hand circuit. Behind Delta Bravo.
Nope, full power. I'm sorry. Bit of right rudder, up she goes. Quite a lot of trim required there. Right, got my eye on that other aircraft that just took off. That's my second landing. Got to do one more and I'm good. What's the time? 5 to 5. We've been up in the air for 20 minutes. Maybe I'll depart the circuit actually and go and fly about a bit before I do my full stop.
Good afternoon, radio check and taxi to pump.
Zulu Oscar, good afternoon. Your readability is 5 and it's 07 left, right hand circuit.
That's 07 left, right hand circuit, Zulu.
Right, round we come. Yeah, I think what I might do is depart the circuit out of this one and just fly away for a bit and then rejoin just for the hell of it. Coming up to 800 feet, so I'll bring the power back. That's our circuit height. Good in my crosswind leg, nice. On we come. Good visual with the aircraft ahead on downwind. Or shall I do my final landing? Oh, what's the time? It's coming to 5 o'clock, it's going to be busy on the road. I'll fly away for a bit. In which case, fuel pump is on. Let's change the tanks. Go on to the left tank. Imbalanced. Get too high. Carpet can come off now. Shouldn't have been on anyway for that takeoff. Oops. Right, we're downwind. Golf Delta Bravo's downwind. I'm going to like he's departing. I'm going to keep it out of the way of him. Just start to put some power in.
Wolfram, hello. It's Golf Bravo India Foxtrot India for 152 POB for local.
Foxtrot India, Wolfram Radio, good afternoon. UEWC is 507 left, right hand circuit, London QNH 1026.
102607 left with the right hand, and it was Foxtrot Yankee, my mistake, not yours.
Right, let's put her on to the QNH, which is 1026.
Quebec Yankee is departing the circuit, downwind to the west.
Golf Delta Bravo to depart the circuit to the west. Right, let's head to Henley. Then we'll go up to what's called Point November, and then we'll do a rejoin, and that'll be our flying done. Bring the power back a little bit now. To Thrasher. Get some trim in. There's an airline there. I don't know if you can see it with the 360. He's just off to Heathrow. What is that? That's Korean, isn't it? Well, looks like he's doing a go around actually. Unusual. Right. So the airfield's down there. We're well out of its way. There's Maidenhead. There's the river ahead. See the River Thames down to the head. Hopefully you can see that. Circuit now, so I no longer have to keep turning right. I can just fly straight on and turn left if I want to. Woohoo! Exactly what I'm going to do, because I want to get to Point November, which is over there. And I know when I get to Point November that the airfield is at 140 degrees. That's how I know my way back if I get lost, but I'm not quite ahead there yet. There's Henley just over there. I don't know if you can see it on the 360. It's the only town in the area really, and the River Thames snaking ahead. Make sure we're all trimmed up nicely, not heading into anyone's airspace. Quick Insta snap. Beautiful. One of the camera, wide one of the cockpit. There's the bend, nothing around, good look around, everything looking good, quick selfie. That's my Instagram's done. Right, that's enough of that game. Right, here's the bend in the river, which is technically Point November, and there's Henley. We're at 1,600 feet, so that's all good. Carb heat a little blow. Church Mast is over there. Let's head over that way, just for a bit of extra time in the air. It is so beautiful up here tonight, such good visibility. Hope this 360 camera's working okay and the view's alright both from the front and back, and maybe even the instruments, I don't know. I don't know if you can see outside, you might be blocked a bit, but hopefully it's going to work. Let's do a little steep turn, see what that looks like. There's nothing around here. There's the river down there. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning over the river tonight. There's Henley, you can see some marquees. Is it time for the Henley Regatta? I don't know. Perhaps it is. I want to climb a little bit in case I go over Henley. I don't want to be going over it too low a level. Set up there the marquees for the regatta at Henley.
Golf Foxtrot Yankee lining up 07 immediate.
Right, we'll turn around though before we get to Henley. I don't want to needlessly fly over their buildings. Come round this way. Head to Church mast, which is an excellent viewpoint. There it is, landmark. If I head there, I know I'm not in anyone's way. Lovely jubbly, what a lovely day for it. 2,000 feet on the nose. Bring the power back, 2,350, sounds about right. Lovely, nicely trimmed. 110 knots, just about 130 miles an hour towards Church. Lovely. I can see Wickham Air Park over there, another airfield. Well outside of their ATZ, so I don't actually need to talk to them. What else can I see? The town of Thame, just over there, slightly to the west. And Church on the nose, looking lovely. I'll beat a blow. But I have to say, even though I haven't flown for, I don't know the last time I flew this plane, actually a few months, and I felt I might be rusty, the landings are absolutely fine, and it feels just like slipping on an old pair of slippers again. Don't really have to think about it. It's a very easy aeroplane to fly. Actually, I'll take the fuel pump off. Check the T's and P's are all in the green, they are, and the DI is northerly. Done. Free to check. Yeah, it's all looking good. Everything's reading nice, plane's flying nicely. One aircraft there, heading back to White Wolf, no threat.
Roger, radio, Golf Charlie, Echo Echo uniform is at point.
Zulu Delta.
Here for the information to rejoin, please. Echo uniform, Wolf Radio, block back 07 left, right hand circuit, QFE 1021. 07 left, right hand circuit, QFE 1021, many thanks. Golf Echo uniform.
I don't know how long the battery in this Insta360 is going to last. I hope it lasts the whole flight. It'll be 1 mega file in 4K, I know that much. All good fun though. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll turn you off until we do the rejoin, because there's not an awful lot going to happen between now and then. I'm going to fly up to Church mast, turn around and do a rejoin. I'll speak to you then. Right, welcome back to Golf India Sierra Delta Bravo. I've done my little bit of flying around Church, turn around, come back again. Just coming up to Point November now, which is this big bend in the river that you might be able to see, hopefully out of the 360 cam. I know that if I fly 140 degrees from there, I'll head back to White Wolf. So I'm just going to give them a call now and make sure the airfield information is the same as when I departed. I suspect it is. Get me pen ready, I can see White Wolf over there.
Golf Echo uniform, final 07 left to land.
Fourth Radio, Golf India Sierra Delta Bravo, Point November for rejoin.
Sierra Delta Bravo, Awesome, 07 left, right hand circuit, QFE 1021.
1021 QFE and 07 left with the right hand circuit, Golf Delta Bravo. Right, everything's the same as when I left. Head over that way.
Delta Alpha final.
Right, I'm on the QFE. I'm going to bring it down to 1,300 feet, that's our overhead join height. I can see the airfield now.
Golf India Oscar, downwind, 25 left. Golf India Oscar's downwind to 07 with a right hand circuit.
Right, I've got 1021 on there. Let's give the carb heat a blow. Let's do our approach check. So brakes are off. Undercarriage fixed. Mixture is rich. Fuel, we are on the left tank, which is fine. Fuel pump can come on. Indicators, T's and B's are in the green. Carb heat come off. Hatches and harnesses secure. Approach checks complete. I can see the airfield. So what I'm going to do is what's called an overhead join. I'm going to fly over the airfield at 1,300 feet, over the middle of the airfield basically, turn right, get to what's called the dead side of the airfield, descend to 800 feet, rejoin the circuit and land, and then I'm done. I'm all current then for flying with passengers once again. And I'll possibly have another hour in the logbook, which is good. I have to do 12 hours in total this year to keep legal for flying, and I have to do an hour with the instructor as well. So that's the mission for the next few months. I've got to do that before November if I want to keep everything current. So if the weather's alright, it should be eminently doable. Right, just going to 1,300 feet. Flaps are up, all looking good. The car beat a little below. case, it's been a brilliant flight. Simple, but enjoyable. Right, let's pay attention, see what's around. Everything's reading good. Just about to cross the runway, so we'll turn shortly. To the right.
Golf India Oscar, clear of the air.
Right, just crossing the runway now. I can see the one downwind. Let's do our steepish right turn. Golf Delta Bravo's overhead. Round we go. Nice. Whee. Loving it. This is where the fun is. At 07. Deep in 1300 feet because I'm on the active side here. Right, I'm at 90 degrees, I can level up. Once I've crossed that runway, I can descend. Cross that runway now, I can descend.
Golf X-ray, November, vacating runway.
I'll come down to 800 feet by the time we cross it again. Golf Delta Bravo's descending dead side, 07. Round we go. Coming down, let's have the car beat on for this. Coming down, there's runway. Beautifully mown airfield at the moment, it's looking really good. There's 1,000 feet, so that's perfect. I'll be at 800 feet as I cross the numbers at the other end. There's 900 feet.
Alpha Radio, Golf, Charlie, Delta, Radio,
850.
Golf Radio, check it, taxi.
Remember, you're getting full mobile from radio. Good afternoon. You're 507 left, right-hand circuit.
Let's cross the numbers, somewhere at 800 feet.
07 left,
Nicely
right-hand
done.
circuit, 1026, Golf Radio.
All looking good. Right, nothing
Golf Radio,
downwind.
Golf Bravo, X-ray, Golf Victor, at the point Whiskey, 1,800 feet, request joining information.
Golf Victor, Wolf Radio, welcome back. 07 left, right-hand circuit. QSE 1021.
Runway 07 left to the right-hand circuit, QSE is 1021, Golf, Golf Victor.
Good look out. There's the M4, so we can turn into our downwind position. Still at 800 feet. Golf Delta Bravo's downwind, 07 for landing. Right, nicely downwind. A little bit high, let's bring the power back. We've got one on final. See that one there? We're in the white arc, so we've got one stage of flat. Lower down a bit. Car beat is off, fuel pump is on.
Golf X-ray November, lining up off that.
Coming down nicely, a little bit of trim. There's the church. Coming to 80 knots, I want 75 on the approach. Another stage of flat. Gentle turn now as I've got two stages of flat. Looking at the runway, there's one just touching down. Let the speed decay too much. Nothing on final. Rear base leg looking good. 700 feet and we're at 75 knots. Bit of trim. One aircraft about to take off. Let's hope it's quick. Feet. Little bit of trim again. Golf Delta Bravo, turning final, 07 left for landing. Right, we've made the radio call, it's ours. The aircraft has just taken off, so it's free. 75 knots on the nose, 400 feet. All the flaps looking good. Lovely even for it, it's nice and still. And the wind is pretty much down the runway. Perfect flight conditions, couldn't be any better. Loving it. Right. Stop taking in the view. Let's think about this landing. 75 knots still. 200 feet now to go. RP can come off. Fuel pump is on. Bring the power right back now. Oh, we're right at idle. This is a good test of the engine. 70 knots here. 5 knots over the hedge, as it were. Right, let's see if we can get the stall warner to do its thing.
Wilson, hello, it's Golf Foxtrot Yankee back inbound, good rejoin.
Welcome welcome back. 07 left, right hand circuit, QSE 1021.
1021, 07 left, right hand circuit, yeah, Foxtrot, yeah.
Nicely done, although I say so myself.
Lining up 07 left.
Golf Delta Bravo, runway vacated. So there we go, another little flying sortie in the bag. Got myself current for flying with passengers, so looking forward to doing that this season with Mrs. Fly. Maybe a few little trips to the Isle of Wight, maybe up to Norfolk, see my parents, that sort of thing. Cannot wait. So just got to get the plane put to bed now, and then on the bike, nice ride home. So there we go, another flight in the bag. Another great time at White Waltham Airfield. Absolutely top afternoon, I call that. A ride on the bike and a flight in the plane. What could top it? Well, one thing comes to mind. No, it's not what you're thinking. I'm absolutely starving. I think going out for a curry tonight with Mrs. Flyer could absolutely top off the day and make it into the perfect Monday. I think it's a Monday. Oh no, it's a Tuesday. Anyway, hope your Tuesday was as good as mine. Look forward to speaking to you again. Until then, this has been the Mr. Flyer. Cheerio.